So the nurses for the GOH competition, Heel and Sai, have give an update on the competition, which of course we saw Mori, Han, and Mira, along with another finalist, which is Beyond Jahi, who actually made it to the semifinals. Which, of course, this week's battle on the semifinals is going to be Han versus Mira. So we're actually going to see who's going to face who in the finals, which we actually seen the three of them actually walking out of the tournament, which to determine who will actually battle which one. Which, of course, friends in tournaments don't always mix in real life fighting tournaments. So they actually going to put that aside and see who's going to fight in the finals. However, we actually saw a man walking and actually confronting Mira, and he actually bent down on one knee and actually proposed to marry her, which they actually in shock. So we actually seen Mira actually accepting his wedding proposal, which of course the man actually turned out to be Sung Jin, in which he actually have the biggest company ever, which he is a well-known businessman. So Mira and her cousin decided to check out for wedding dresses, in which we get a little more history on her backstory. Which at her father's funeral, we actually see that the moonlight sword style is actually passed down to her, but her uncle decided to take over it in order to protect the sword style. However, it actually proven to be weak, which Mira actually state that only a strong man can inherit the sword style. However, we actually can tell that Mira actually trying to find someone who will inherit the family sword style. But with Song Jin and the family sword style, they will actually reach out to the future, by which Mori is actually won't have it. So we actually get to see what he's about to do. Which on the day of the wedding, we actually saw how we seen her preparing for the wedding and actually got dressed. Which of course Mori actually decided to head inside, which earlier we saw him talking with Han about the semifinals, which Han actually gave him advice about not actually getting into people's business, in which we actually knew that her cousin told him about how she actually wanted to find happiness for her. So we actually get to see what he's going to do when the guards actually stop him, because only those who actually have invitations can actually get into the wedding, which the wedding has now begun. But we actually saw Mori try to fight back against the guards who using riot batons. There's no way that he can use his taekwondo, but Han actually appeared and he actually gave him a push, which more actually knocking them all out. So they actually crashing the wedding, which they try to get to Mira and actually ask what is actually best for her. By which her cousin and her uncle thinking the same way. So we actually knew that she actually broke down in tears and actually decided not to go through the wedding. By which Song Jin actually won't have it. So he actually used his katana and using the same energy that the commissioner did in the earlier episode, which of course actually caused a rampage. But Mira actually defeat him with her Moonlight Sword Style number 6 Monkey Arm to actually stop him in his tracks. Plus, the wedding was off, but he actually still took the sword, which he actually heard from the meeting of a mysterious figure to take the holy sword from the god, by which Mira decided to let him take it because her father's spirit is within her. However, in the hospital late at night, we saw Han's friend actually took the turn for the worse, in which the coworkers decided to mock him, but he won't actually let that actually slide. So he actually decided to take his anger out on them. And on the semifinals, we saw him doing the same thing to Mira, which causing her to be knocked out, which Han actually won that battle, which Mori actually saw in shock, and he actually told him to see him at the finals. So we're actually gonna see what he's gonna do with his opponent later on. So we actually knew that Mira will go to the wedding, which is actually like how someone forced her to actually marry Sung Jin. But on the semifinals, we saw Han actually change from a gentle soul into a brutal fighter because of what the coworkers say about his friend. But we actually gonna see how Mori gonna face his opponent in the semifinals, and if he actually wins, he actually had to face Han on the next episode next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this anime guy joining here saying signing out. Laters, and be safe.